Yo. Seven months with you beautiful bastards. Early pogo. Booba, 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 booba. Peapod. 8 months with Ajahn spam hassle if you hear this. Can I get some white people happy in chat? White people happy. Is Joe still sleeping? Wake up Joe, I need my 1400. Still chillin' and loving the content. Don's good. Thanks Hassan for some awesome content. Six months, more white people happy. Five-month poggers. Peepo happy. Let's go. Six months, good job on Hive Mind yesterday chat. Wide Peeper happy. Love you chat and hassle. Hassle. 5 months full commie indoctrination. I'm so tired. So tired. Thank you Hassan for making me a better human. Grug back to basics, 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 grug back. 8-month poggers. Months with this great streamer and chat wide Peepo happy hassle. Six months shelling out the Bezos dollar. Yeet my subs have ad. Pog. Oh poggers, love you guys. Thank you for the community. Hassle. Five minutes late pogo spam.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. We are live and alive, folks. Boys, girls, and bees. I hope you're having a fantastic day. It's Thursday, March 11, 2021, 11:07 a.m., and I'm early. And the reason why I'm early is because I wanted to be well prepared, and I wanted to get ready, and I wanted to, you know, I did 14 hours yesterday, but I wanted to just keep it going. You know what I mean? Because as we won Hive Mind together yesterday, thank you X Spirit R for the 5 gifted. I wanted to celebrate the best community on Twitch. I also wanted to thank once again Ludwig, Will,
looking very cute today,
Moist, Twitch for putting together a really cool concept. Like, it really changed my mind on doing shows like this. These are guys who truly recognize the dynamic between Twitch streamer and Twitch audiences. They recognize how the communities work, and they did a really good job of like putting together a game that putting together something that gamifies the relationship between audience and streamer, because it's not supposed to be like a real, I don't think it's supposed to be like a real regular normal like a normal Family Feud type game. I think it's supposed to straight up be gamified, like stream sniping is encouraged, all that sort of stuff. His chat was being so fucking toxic to you for no reason. It was pissing me off. Remember, Moist has a lot of normie YouTube people who are most likely like normies, centrists, you know what I mean? Like, he brings a very different crowd, so it is understandable that they would be aggressively anti-me, you know what I mean? He probably has some juicers too. He probably has some Tim Poolers. The thing is, like, I love Charlie. I think he's great. He's very funny. He's very smart.
Having a good day, Hassan 3.
But he has a big normie audience, so I think a big chunk of that comes from so the big chunk of hatred towards me from members in his community probably come from that, because most Normans don't know me as like Hasanabi on Twitch, the guy that they have like unlimited access to every fucking day. Most normies know me as that fucking juicer, like juice head, lunk head, pot smoking dumbass on TYT who we hate because he's like a screeching SJW. Hope it didn't affect you too much. No, not at all. Coming from Ludwig and Charlie's community, I would say we are more Nintendo nerds, not normies. Know what I mean? Yeah, Nintendo nerds are normies, so there you go. I cannot believe the garbage PSP opening got swindled in #1 spot. Guys, no shit. I was fucking choosing that because I knew that person with largest audience wins, right? But also, I can't give like an obvious example that everyone else would fucking choose. So I had to go with, I just, on the fly, I had to communicate with you guys in a way that made sense to us, but was something that outsiders could not fucking spy on. And for those of you wondering, I'm going to get to the Biden stuff in a second, obviously. Here, I'll just show you what was going on last night. For those of you who didn't watch,
thank you for making
you missed out on a fuckload. You missed out on a lot of fun. Hold on, where is it? I think it was on LSF. Maybe not. I thought I saw it. Oh. Here.
We aren't even really talking about the game anymore. Yeah. We are in a metagaming spot where now you are sniping Hassan's Discord.
It's a fucking war zone.
Are you kidding me?
I banned the entire Botas mod team I even went as far as to ban Botez's
Here's
father.
your couple cents for feeding us endless content.
Okay?
6 months.
I banned the Papa Botez was in my chat. Like they were using every avenue they can, which I respect. Commendable. A commendable foe. I mean, they were. I feel bad about Nihachu because she was just like playing it normal, you know, thinking that this is going to be regular Family Feud. Meanwhile, like she doesn't recognize that we have a relationship with one another. You know what I mean? Me, Austin, and Botez is like we all know one another, and she's just like wholesome and trying to play the game while we're fucking sharking each other. You know what I mean? Like they caught Austin hot micing because he just had my stream open. He literally just had my stream open and he was trying to comprehend what I was going to give, like what calls I was going to give. The Botez sisters had my stream open, were in my Discord, were like literally, it was just crazy. Like I was communicating with you guys through different avenues. At some point, like I wrote down, I played it honestly because I'm the one who's supposed to play it honestly, chat. Like I'm supposed to be the one that they're sniping. Like that's just the way it goes. Otherwise, like whatever, I'm just gonna roll every time. Like that sucks. You know what I mean? So didn't you ban Austin as well? Yeah, I banned Austin. And he immediately switched over to his alt account, apparently. He has another alt account. You meant to type okay, bud, didn't you? No. No. I didn't want to say okay, bud. No. I did that on purpose. The reason why I mistyped it was because I thought in my mind, in the heated moment, they won't know what that means, but you guys will immediately know what that means. Yeah. Dude, I was doing some fucking real like espionage shit, okay? I literally fucking I was like, how can I tell these motherfuckers to go to Okay Buddy Hassan without saying Okay Buddy Hassan?
Hi chat.
Wait, oh my god, his alt account still isn't unbanned? I don't know what his alt account is. Did you guys ban his alt account? I banned Papa Botez. We should unban them. Where is Dr. Chess Gremlin, by the way? Oh, okay, he's not banned. All right, good. Yeah, I saw you writing in the chat. After I was banned, I cried myself to sleep clutching my doctorate degree. Yeah, exactly. I know you did. Thank you, Navajo Code Talker Andy. No, literally, like, look. We have an incredibly powerful community, okay? We have an incredibly powerful community. No. They're all unbanned. Everyone's unbanned. Can we watch the VOD anywhere? It's one show that you have to catch live.
Thank you for being an
unless you're going to like clip sync with everyone else, you're never going to be able to catch it. Like, you're never going to be able to do that. They're trying to juice views from you. What? No, man. No, stop. Like, no, not at all. We're playing a fucking game that revolves around stream sniping and espionage. I mean, I can't believe they give you 100 gifted subs. Best clip? What is this?
If you had a chance to have a cartoon animal as your pet, who would you pick?
Ooh, good question. Also, big shout out for the fan art you guys saw during the break.
I just ran an ad. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Garfield probably. Garfield. Yeah, and then write something else. Hey, check the screen by the way, and don't write Garfield or write Garfield. And as far so the problem is. So dumb through. No, I have to do that because if I say write Garfield, you guys have to remember I have 30,000 people in there, right? I have 30,000 people in there. Some of the people are just listening. Some of the people are only watching, like not paying attention. You know what I mean? So like, most people were lost. That's why literally everything I called out was on that list always. Everything I fucking called out was on the list. Even if it was a debate, half the people were literally writing that in.
What is up, Hassan?
Far as the animals goes, right in the chat. Your screen was showing on everyone else's. Wait, really? Why couldn't I see? No. There's no way.
I watched it.
What? I thought everyone has like a personalized screen. Oh, it was on Will's probably. No. You probably saw it on Will's.
Peepo Pogo.
Last night when you raided Neswa, Willard was playing League with him. It was so funny. I never knew Will played League. Yeah, he does. The mods literally fucked me over too. They deleted Rooster's Rest but added Burger Shot. Like, are you kidding me, dude? The clip is the shit that kidnapping victims do in movies to let people know that they're being held against their will. Yeah. Why don't you use the other cam during normal streams? I don't know, because it's not a good it's not, the background is like too much. There's too much space behind me, so like my mom is constantly walking behind me. Add Shimmer, that was a cool one. Yeah, at least it kept Shimmer in. You had more than double the followers of all the other 3 streams. You mean watchers at the time, like live viewers.
Peepo hey chat 8 months pog.
I wrote Rooster's Rest and was disappointed in how little people watch GTA streams. No, they deleted Rooster's Rest. Like, Rooster's Rest would have been #1. And I think some people probably wrote Burger Shot.
Seven.
I just beat Last of Us 2. Holy shit, what an amazing game. Genuine question. Do you stream in the hallway? I stream in my living room. Anyway, Fleshlight Gate was legendary. Yeah, it was pretty funny that like they wouldn't write fleshlight and wrote flashlight instead. But
you had a chance to have a cartoon animal as your...
It was pretty good. After Neochi was out, she got a 50k raise. She would have won if it happened earlier. Probably not, because remember, they're Minecraft normies, right? So, they're not... I mean, I guess they're very organized, so who knows? But I feel like they would... It's like difficult for them. If she had the fat 50k raid ahead of time, like before it started, and she was able to go over the rules with everyone else, yeah, she'd probably own me. Felt bad. Would go. So glad she had a #1. Yeah, she actually guessed Hulk on her own. I don't think she stole that. Like, I don't think she yoinked that. I think she actually unironically thought that would be awkward, and therefore like did a good job with that. She did. I don't think she sniped anything. I don't think she's capable of sniping. If we're being honest, she's like too wholesome. Yeah, I debated Austin so well. It was awesome. I debated Austin so fucking well, dude. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. Like getting him to doubt whether or not some of my choices were going to even be on there. Getting him to doubt whether or not I was going to, give him like wrong information. Grease was the one. That was great. But yeah, no, I'm proud. You boys made me proud. I mean, it's once again, like any video game that involves me just playing by myself, I get owned. But any video game or any game that involves me working with my community, it's game over. You know, I am nothing without my community. So any sort of game that highlights that relationship is going to be one that I can actually succeed in. Because it's one that we can succeed in. You know what I mean? What is this?
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah, this was great. When Aiden clutched it, dude. Aiden came in with fucking daggers. Like, look at this. Like
2 months better than 1 month.
Would you prove the Porsche heist? Dude, the Porsche heist was going to be so good. It was going to be so good. It just did not work. Like, it It could work. It did not work. So the thing is, what I want to do is, I want to, for Grand Theft Auto, going back to like GTA No Pixel chat for a second. The taillights fucked us a little bit.
333.
Which was really fun last night too, by the way. It was so much fucking fun. To hit banks just to please me when it's something that I can't do on my own.
2 months in the
Oh my god, Hassan, shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, I was sad yesterday because like we did the bank again and then Buddha got fucking arrested again. Buddha was right. It has to happen when you guys break into the LOS tunnel or something. Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. Yeah, he got caught again, of course. And it just sucks because like I just feel bad because I always feel like I'm dead weight, right? Because on the one hand, when we're like, I really want to do some pog moments, you know what I mean? I want some pog moments, like for me at least, and for the stream too, but mostly for me. Like I need to go, I need to fucking you know, do some shit like that. But I also feel like dead weight because one, I can't fucking drive for shit. Two, I mean, I can come up with like good plans, or I can do well talking to the fucking cops and like role play and shit. Those are my strengths. But I'm not good at like, well, we haven't really shot anyone, so like shooting is not really a part of this at all. But I can't fucking drive. I don't know the city like that, and I can't hack for shit. Like the hacking stuff is so hard. It's so fucking hard that do you have a boxer or are you just obsessed? What?
Hassle,
What do you mean a boxer? The boat bridge escape plan you guys did a while back? No, that's a classic. That's called the Leap of Faith. There's like different
7 months
names for all these plans. Like, but the thing is, like, they don't want to. You got to learn the map. That was so embarrassing. Yeah, I know. Can't shoot, can't drive. I can talk you right out of situations. No, there's two things I'm good at. It's getting away from the cops, like at all costs. You know what I mean? And I don't know how. Maybe I just have good RNG there. I am able to. I am able to fucking on foot be able to figure out with like last second shit. But for people who are saying you need to figure out shit on your own, guy, it's literally the whole entire purpose of No Pixel is collaboration. No single person can do a bank job. Like you literally can't do it.
Yes, sir.
And if you are like a lone gunner, you get punished for it. Like you literally won't be able to do it. You will be able to get away with it if you are, I guess, like maybe XQC. And, you know, a lot of people are going to be like, of course, I'll collaborate with this guy. You know what I mean? Like, certainly.
Going on.
And that's one way to do it. But if you're like a random person in the server, you're never going to be able to fucking work on your own. Like, there's no, you can't fucking, you can't break into banks on your own. You can't cook meth on your own. You can't do any of the big crimes on your own.
Hassle.
It's even hard to fucking break into houses on your own. You know what I mean? Why would you want to? It's a social game. No, absolutely.
7 months.
I'll go
but
to
the
jail
point
for
is,
the boy.
I felt bad because like I feel like I'm forcing Buddha to fucking do banks when he doesn't want to. But that was the point, right? Like that's why I was saying like I feel bad because he keeps going to jail. I feel like I keep fucking forcing him to do banks when he doesn't want to. And then there's people in the chat who fucking tell me like, dude, why don't you like drop the Rooster's Rest? Why don't you drop the Rooster's Rest? Why don't you just fucking let Buddha or just go only roleplay with them or whatever the fuck? Which is why I was feeling this way.
I'll go to jail for the boys every time. I don't give a fuck. We just gotta go all in on better plans. That's all, man. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck, bruh? I'm about to fucking fill my bong up with water and take a fat hit of a bowl right now. I'll fucking tell you that much.
If you're 4 in one car, you can at least confuse them running with churros. Yeah.
Heck.
The only issue is like, and it's not even an issue. It's like actually cool that it's this way. Is the fact that like in any other game you can fucking constantly obsess over the mechanics and do them over and over and over and over again. But in No Pixel, you're not supposed to do that. Like, I think there's a hack top is what I was gonna say. I think there's like a hack top game out there, like a laptop hack game out there, but it's outside of the game, so it's kind of considered cheese, right? Which I'm pretty sure most people did, and most people that fucking cracked the hack top immediately, like they probably used it. But I don't even fucking fault them for using it, if we're being honest, because it's still hard as fuck. You know what I mean? There's a gamer car from Lexus. The way Buddha said, if admins say it's okay, then I'll do it. But before then, no, yeah. I can't wait for this GTA meta to end. That will be added to in-game to practice. Yeah. The one excuse you wanted him and Chang to race was against when you talked to the bank. Yeah, exactly. Because, like, it is. We are. This isn't like an accusation or anything. Especially because I know some of the other people that literally used it offline or not like used that the mini game. I don't even have a fucking issue with people using the mini game. Really, it's not for me to say. I'm not a fucking admin. It's not my server. But like, we get an insane disadvantage in comparison to everyone else when that happens. You know what I mean? Like, it just it is a ridiculous disadvantage. Like when everyone else is like either had like a lot more tries early on to fucking crack the laptop, or on top of that we're able to, you know, do an OOC practice or whatever.
Yo, Ajan?
Can you look at the GTA map, please? Navigating last night after the bank heist was atrocious. Yeah, I know. I need to get back. The minigame might be added to the in-game to practice. I think that would be great to do. Because it's 10 grand, man. It's fucking 10 grand to fail every time. It's very difficult to get. And then also on top of that, like, it's fucking 10 grand to purchase a laptop. We can't even fucking practice it. And also, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just very fucking difficult. Getting to Biden soon. Listen, man, I don't like this, okay? Like, fucking chill. You know that the first like half hour to 45 minutes is always me just talking about chill shit and what's going on in my life, okay? Like, it's not always going to be immediate fucking politic, all right? Don't be annoying. Come on. Both the sisters, are you in the Twitch show? Yeah, I was talking about the fucking Twitch show too. And speaking of Biden, my guy, speaking of Joseph Biden, like, what happened? Oh, okay, he signed it. All right, he signed the stimulus bill. Great. Like, I've talked about this stimulus bill up, down, sideways, underneath it, on top of it for the past fucking 3 months. Non-fucking stop. I've talked about this before Joseph Robinette Biden signed it. I've talked about the positives, the negatives. I've been inside of the stimulus bill. Okay? I've been inside of the stimmy, baby. What the fuck do you want from me? What the fuck more do you want me to say about the stimmy? Okay? I am fucking knee deep inside of the stimmy. There is literally nothing new I can say about this. Stimmy checks will start being deposited this weekend according to Pisaki. Yeah, it's great. It's huge. It's gigantic. This is. I think it was that dipshit psychopath fucking Rahm Emanuel who originally in 2009 said we can't do anything with a T. Okay, there's no T's, implying that like you can never do a recovery bill that has a trillion attached to it. Can't do it. And this is an instance where that has been broken, my friends. That's it. We did it. We did a fucking stimmy, a recovery, like just a massive piece of legislation with a T attached to it, and that is incredibly important. It's good because this actually helps the poor, surprisingly. Like, there is a lot of good in this bill, okay? But it could have been profoundly impactful. It could have been the most significant bill, the most significant piece of legislation since the New Deal. And it would have been that if it incorporated the $15 minimum wage into it. And unfortunately, I will not fucking let go of this, but the Biden administration absolutely let that go at the finish line. At the finish line. Like, it wasn't going to be as impactful as the New Deal no matter what, but they could have made it almost as significant, or maybe the most significant piece of legislation since the New Deal, like progressive legislation. So at the very least, it's the most significant since what? Medicare, Medicaid, if they can get parts permanent? Yeah. No, it's like this is going to be the only legislative accomplishment the Biden administration gets. I'm sorry. That's just the fucking truth. It's not going to happen, like, beyond this. And that is precisely because of the Republicans. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this is because of saying this is because of the Democrats. I mean, Democrats suck ass too, don't get me wrong. But the reason why this is going to be the only fucking bill that
New here.
The only bill, the signature bill of the Biden administration, is because you get one shot at it. You get a budget reconciliation, and then that's pretty much it. Everything else is going to feature nothing. You're never going to be able to get filibuster-proof majorities, even for the fucking infrastructure bill. Like, you're just not going to get filibuster-proof majorities for it. I'm telling you, Republicans will obstruct. There is no reason for the minority party that is not in power to ever work with the Democratic Party or to ever work with the party in power. Democrats are the only ones that actually fucking cuck themselves into trying to work with the Republicans, and Republicans will literally just like bait them and be like, come on, work with us, and then fuck them over in the finish line, because there is no reason. There is no tactical reason to work with the majority majority party in position of power. There's just none. Okay, anyway, now that we're talking politics, daycare is open. Biden signs signature accomplishment for his presidency. But is it enough? Get in now. Politics.
Thanks for 5 months of game of
Frog.
politics and reacts. Here's
This
to another
is
5
the
months.
most powerful community on Twitch. Let's go. www.twitch.tv/Hasanabi. Yes, my WPM is terrible. Okay, shut up. That's another reason why I'll never be able to play that fucking hacking game. Like, I'm just so bad at it, dude. There's a Pisaki presser that's live as well. We'll get to that in a second. Not right now. So, yeah, there's no way we can nuke the filibuster. There's no way we can even, maybe you can nerf the filibuster for specific things, but it's probably not going to happen either. So ultimately, it's just, it's not happening. Like, they're not going to be able to get anything. I think you're wrong. Filibuster is about to be adjusted. AFL Exec Council voting to oppose the filibuster day. Another sign change is happening amongst the Dem Senate caucus.
Dank Ackermans.
The AFL-CIO denouncing the filibuster is not going to be a fucking mover and a shaker for dipshits like Manchin, though. Like, I don't think so. I mean, what? Like Tim Ryan? Fucking Sherrod Brown? Like you have pro-union Democrats that are already that maybe had a position against the or position for the filibuster that will now be against it. Even I believe that even Bernie Sanders is willing to budge on the filibuster. I think actually I don't know, maybe Joe Manchin might actually nerf the filibuster too. We'll see. Manchin already said himself he wants to reform the filibuster to make it speaking only. Libs still promoting Biden. At the very least, change the rules so the Republicans are forced to actually sit there for hours and talk it out to make it happen. Yeah, I think so too. I think if you want to fucking do a filibuster, you have to be standing for it. Like, not even sitting. Okay? Obviously, unless, you know, you have a disability or something. But I think that you need to fucking, if you want to steal from the American working class, or if you want to refuse to give the American working class the hard-earned dollary dues that they fucking work for, that they generate, that you take back from them, okay? If you want to refuse for them, if you want to stop them from getting it, then you have to show face and you have to be fucking literally live and alive, okay? What if they reduce the threshold for cloture every time filibuster is invoked until it reaches 50-50, makes it easier to pass? Wait, this is like a video game. Like it would be gamified so easily. You just toss fucking impossible to pass bills that you don't even want for like however many times that you need, and then ultimately you go to 50-50. That's insane. That would never work. I love that idea. That's pretty good, actually. It's literally, it's like, you know, we should get the no pixel devs to fucking create a hack top to filibuster, to filibusting some bitches. You know what I mean? Can you explain the current process of the filibuster for non-Americans? Functionally, the way the way the filibuster works is that you can, technically what you're supposed to do is prevent the passage of a bill by literally stopping it and using the unlimited time you have to stop this bill from being deliberated on and further for passing through Congress or passing through Senate, right? But the way that it works is basically if you have a if you don't have a filibuster proof majority support on a bill, you can't it's train wrecks. It's train wrecks' intro. It's stalling, okay? It's what I do. It's literally stalling. It's professionally fucking stalling. Most people don't even present bills when they know that it's going to get fucking filibustered regardless, like because they just know that technically they're able to just fucking stop it. Here, let's watch a video on it.
The US Senate. They pass laws. They vote, and when a majority says yes, it passes. But these days, the Senate doesn't do that very often.
The Senate holding 2 votes, both failed. It's completely dysfunctional.
4 versions.
It's been most famously used, by the way. You might be shocked to find out. Like, Bernie Sanders has used it in the past as well, famously, to oppose, I think, war, additional military spending, shit like that. But it's most famously been used by, you might have guessed it, white supremacists in the South to make sure that black people do not have equal representation. So that's literally like opposing civil rights and opposing proportional voter distribution, specifically, again, because you don't want black people to have any political power whatsoever in southern states, is literally the primary function or the historic function for why the filibuster has been effectively used in the Senate. That is literally what the fuck the filibuster has been there for. Obviously, other people have done that too. Bernie Sanders has used it for good reasons as well. There's plenty of people that have used it in the minority. It's one way that the minority has power, okay? And automatically, because of the unequal way that the Senate works, with Democrats getting 10 million more votes and still fucking losing to Republicans, losing Senate seats to Republicans ultimately because of the inequality that's built into the Senate, each state having 2 senators, making it so that like California has the same number of senators as like fucking 8 states combined. because of that, Democrats know that they're most likely always going to be in the minority party in the Senate, and therefore they want to have this weapon that they can use to nuke really, really ridiculous bills that are going to be super fucking harmful. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's precisely why some Democrats are scared of nuking the filibuster, because that's what happened throughout the history with Harry Reid and with the Obama era obstructionist Republican Party led by Mitch McConnell, who refused to allow lower court appointments to occur under Obama, and implementing a new rule to destroy the filibuster when it came to lower court appointments, which the Republicans utilized and even expanded on, calling it the nuclear option when roles were reversed to appoint a Supreme Court justice. So, like, anytime you modify the filibuster, Republicans are going to use it, and also they will modify the filibuster themselves if they need to. So there is a counter to it. There is a fear of there's a fear of what the Republicans may do when they have power. But having said that, Republicans will do this regardless. If they ever need to nuke the filibuster, they will nuke the filibuster. That's just how they do.
Of gun control proposals, and all 4 failed.
See, the Senate has this rule. It says before they vote, 60 people have to agree to have the vote. That means just 41 people, the minority, can entirely block a bill. This is called a filibuster. Early on, filibusters were rare. This is a chart of the number of times the Senate has had a vote to break a filibuster in the last 100.
Here's the thing. The American political parties had different geopolitical interests with respect to where they were, okay? A representative in the South, whether they were a Democrat or a Republican, had different geopolitical interests than a representative or a senator from a northern state, whether they were Democrat or Republican. In America now, unfortunately, or I guess fortunately, I don't know, probably unfortunately, as a consequence of our duopoly, have 2 perfectly polarized parties. So it doesn't fucking matter if you're in West Virginia. It doesn't fucking matter if you're in California. No matter where you are in the United States of America, if you're a Democrat, you can vote along party lines and not get fucking punished for it, because the real political difference between parties stems from urban environments versus suburban environments and rural areas. The real American difference is no longer just around the right to own slaves and how much you want to disproportionately target black people. You know, Jim Crow North wanted to disproportionately target black people a little less. Jim Crow South wanted to codify the disproportionate targeting of black people and make it legal to do it and enforce. So, you know, that difference, those geopolitical interests no longer exist in a similar capacity. And that's partially a consequence of the abolition of slavery, and that's partially a consequence of college education, urbanization, gentrification, diversity occurring naturally within urban environments as opposed to segregated suburban and also segregated rural environments. So this is the reason why. This is the fucking reason why the filibuster is a very powerful weapon now that reinforces the power that the minority party has in order to never comply with whoever is in power, because they will not get punished by it. You know what I mean? Conservatives in the South or conservatives in the North are not going to fucking turn around and be like, yeah, I'm really upset that the Republicans are being obstructionist and not allowing us to get our stimmy checks. They don't give a fuck because they're too busy thinking about putting their dicks inside of Mr. Potato Head's ass or something. Okay, I don't know what the fuck Republicans are thinking about lately, but they're just like too focused on the transphobia that they want to do now that Oreo decided trans people are fucking valid. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, Dr. Seuss is being canceled. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about like actual issues that Republicans prevent them from getting. Yes, I dead named Mr. Potato Head. Fucking cancel me, bitch.
100 years. But in the last 50 years, they started to grow. And now, almost every big bill is filibustered. The US Senate is broken, and the filibuster broke it. But the Senate didn't always have this rule. In fact, it all kind of happened by accident. This is the Senate in 1805. It's much smaller than it is now, and the filibuster as we know it today doesn't exist yet.
Dems negotiate down the stimulus relief only to have no Republicans vote anyway? Exactly. Thank you for pointing this out, my friend. This is what I've been screaming about for fucking months now. Democrats literally fucking argued amongst themselves, not even utilizing this as an opportunity to say, look, Americans, you voted for us, and these fucking demons on the other side didn't even want you to get credits for small businesses, like tax credits for the American working class that you fucking desperately deserve, that we promised we would give you. That is a missed fucking opportunity. Democrats are so bad at what they fucking do, it blows my mind. And that is because they can get away with it. Why can they get away with it? Because there are permacucks who will always vote Democrat and cover for the Democratic Party and do everything they can to tell you you're a sexist, racist, homophobe for not voting for the woke girl bosses such as like Dianne Feinstein and Nancy Pelosi. Okay, and this for some weird reason literally goes on every 4 years. We totally forget about all the horrific actions the Democratic Party takes, and all of a sudden we're like, yeah, I must want to murder fucking trans people and immigrant babies that the Democratic Party is locking up in cages too, by the way, as a matter of fact. But I want to murder them if I make an argument against Democrats in an election cycle, which never seemingly ends. So, like, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. What are you supposed to do? Vote Republican? Of course not. There is no alternative. That is the worst part about this process, is that, as I will freely admit, there is no alternative. What are you going to do? Vote for the fucking Republicans? Why? Because they're honest about their brutality in comparison to the Democrats who are dishonest about it and act like they fucking care and virtue signal, whereas Republicans are just like, eat shit and die. We don't give a fuck. One day you will be rich if you believe the prosperity Bible or the prosperity gospel. You know what I mean?
And before they vote on a bill, they debate. If they want to end debate and vote, they just need a majority to agree. But Vice President Aaron Burr thinks a high-minded place like the Senate should have as much debate as needed. So the Senate gets rid of the rule. Now senators can debate for as long as they want, and there's no way to stop them. This is the beginning of the Senate filibuster. At first, it isn't really a problem. Because the Senate is still pretty small, there's only so long a group of senators can physically talk. Eventually they tire out, debate ends, and they get to a vote. But as the US grows, so does the Senate, and they have more factions and more people to filibuster bills. They move to a bigger room, and now it's 1917. World War I is underway, but the US isn't involved. Then President Woodrow Wilson asks Congress to authorize a
President Woodrow Wilson says, why don't we all filibustering some bitches?
broad military action. A group of senators don't want to give Wilson the power to enter the war, so they decide to debate until the session ends. Filibuster. Woodrow Wilson is mad, and he demands that they go back to the old Senate rules. The debate can be ended with a simple majority. The Senate doesn't want to do that, so instead they compromise. They change the rules so they can end debate with the approval of 2/3 of the Senate, so that if senators want to block a bill, they need a third to do it. This is basically the system we have today. A supermajority to agree to vote, then a simple majority to pass a law. And for a few decades, the filibuster is used, but pretty sparingly. Then in the 1950s, the Senate starts to consider civil rights legislation, and Southern senators really hate this. But they don't have the votes to actually defeat the bills, so they start using the filibuster to block bills. Here's South Carolina Senator Strom Thurmond. He looks tired because he just filibustered the 1957 Civil Rights Act for more than 24 hours. These filibusters are painstaking, and they block the Senate from actually doing work. The majority leader at the time, Mike Mansfield, doesn't like this. He's okay with needing a supermajority to pass things. What he doesn't like are these long, pointless speeches. So he makes a change. He skips the debate and goes directly to a vote to see if there's a supermajority to end debate. This means if senators want to filibuster, they don't have to stand up and talk. They can just threaten to, as long as they have the numbers to block a supermajority vote. This makes it way easier to filibuster. And the number of filibusters grows. In the mid-70s, the Senate changes the threshold needed to filibuster. Now instead of 34 senators, you need 41. But it doesn't make much of a difference. And then around the 2000s, senators in the minority start to realize something. They can gain more politically by fighting than by...
Exactly. Once, and this is what I mean when I say, like, there was a heel turn that got solidified within the ranks of the Republican Party under Mitch McConnell. It started in the early 2000 era, but that heel turn of obstructionism became permanent under the Mitch McConnell rule. This is precisely what I've said over and over again, where senators recognize that when they are in the minority position, literally just obstruct. You will not be politically punished for obstruction because it makes whoever is in power look bad. That is metagaming. Okay? Senators are fucking metagaming. Mitch McConnell, sir, you are metagaming. Please see yourself out of the halls of the Senate, sir. Okay? They literally started gaming the fucking system by just never, ever getting any legislation done. Automatically, whoever's in power looks bad because everybody hates a gridlock Congress. Now, there are certain things you can do to avoid that, like a budget reconciliation bill, right? Like a budget reconciliation that you can pass with just a simple majority. Now, what you can do is exactly what the Republicans do, which is pass it on with a budget reconciliation, no matter what the fuck happens, right? You can change the rules. You can push it. You can spear dick it through Congress, like Republicans always do whenever they want to fucking pass legislation, no matter how ridiculous it is. But Democrats have to act like they give a single shit about the processes or due process when they don't. They don't actually care. They just care about like only furthering the progressive agenda as far as it is lip service, and never truly changing the material conditions of the American working class, because that would imply making changes that ultimately end up harming their real benefactors, the corporations and the wealthy.
by cooperating. So they filibuster everything the other party wants to.
Oh, sorry. The last thing I was going to say is, and this is the inherent irony of Democrats constantly talking about, oh, the processes. We must bring back respect to the institutions. Well, the inherent irony is, because of all of your fucking jurisprudence fetishism, and because of your love and in upholding these institutional legitimacy, you end up literally letting people who do not give a fuck about the institutions crumble the institutions themselves. So if you want to defend the legitimacy of these institutions, sometimes you have to fucking play dirty. Sometimes you have to play around the rules. And Republicans do it all the time. And that's how they end up fucking destroying the institutions. So if you want to defend the institutions, you have to play a little dirty, like the Republicans do. Okay? That's it. That's fucking it. Yes, Republicans are power gaming. For the no pixel frogs, let me describe it in a way that you will understand. Republicans are power gaming, okay? They game the system, they metagame, and they power game at the same time. They're constantly doing no value life. They're constantly fucking power gaming, and they are using an exploit mechanic by the name of a filibuster, okay? Over and over again, and it's super fucking fail RP. What did Trainwreck say in his subscription, in his resub notification? Where the fuck is my mod? We made a trade, Hasi Dasi. You can't fucking ban people. I'll mod you right now. You can't ban people, Train. Here you go. Uh-oh. He's going to ban all of you boys. Watch out. Watch out. The CIA's here, boys. Anyway. So, let's keep going.
To do. That's what leads to this spike. Now, almost every big bill is filibustered. Finally, in 2013, the Democratic majority makes a change to the